Stop before you close this video. Give me 30 seconds, because what I'm about to say may be one thing you really need to hear. There is a moment, one specific moment in every person's life, a moment after which everything changes, forever. It is not a moment of success, not a moment of revelation, not some magical morning when you wake up a different person. It is the moment when you finally turn on the light in a dark room and see what is inside. And I will be honest with you, what you see there, you won't like. The patterns you hide behind, the excuses you feed yourself every morning, the truth you have been running from, year after year after year. And here is where the real hell begins. Once you see it, there is no going back. The sweet dream is over, forever. Most people don't lose because the game is too hard. They lose because they almost woke up, felt the cold of reality, and consciously crawled back under the warm blanket. If you read books, go to the gym, listen to podcasts, but inside there is dead silence and nothing changes. This is for you. Personal story. The trap of the perfect life. A few years ago, I was that person. From the outside, I looked like an icon of productivity. Morning routine, I was up at 5 a.m., journaling, pages filled, cold shower, every day. I was disciplined, focused, and consistent. From the outside, it looked like progress. But inside, there was complete stillness. Nothing was moving. The same life, the same results, the same quiet background disappointment. This wasn't rock bottom. It was worse. It was comfortable stagnation. It's like eating every day but never feeling full, like running in place in expensive sneakers. I kept asking myself, why isn't this working? Until one conversation changed everything. It was a blow to the gut. What I understood after it, I formulated into 7 rules. They are not about surface-level advice. They are about what breaks you down in order to rebuild you. The first rule will offend you, if you are not ready for it. Rule number 1, you are the CEO of your life. Most people don't live like leaders. They live like victims with very well-crafted explanations. I was a master at this. I blamed everything. My past, my environment, the economy, the people around me. And I did it so convincingly that you would have absolutely agreed with me. And that is the trap. You can be right and still be stuck. Then my coach asked me, if a company is going under, whose fault is it? I answered, the CEO's. He asked, and if it succeeds? The CEO's, of course. He looked at me and said, then why are you acting like you're not the one in charge here? That hit me, because every time I said, it's not my fault, my brain heard something else, and I can't fix it. Responsibility doesn't feel good at first. It feels heavy, but it is the only thing that gives you control. No one is coming to save you. You are already in charge. Start leading. Rule number 2, you are not stuck. You are simply afraid to grow. Let's be honest. Most people aren't stuck. They are simply avoiding discomfort. We call it waiting, planning, or figuring things out. In reality, it is fear, disguised as rationality. Real growth always feels like uncertainty. That is why we choose repetition. The same habits, the same people, the same thoughts. And life, slowly, shrinks. You've felt this before, haven't you? Late at night, when everything is quiet. A thought appears. There is something more. I am capable of more. And then you ignore it. You scroll through the news feed. You go to sleep. Because that thought is dangerous. It demands change from you. But here is the truth. You are not falling behind. You simply haven't finished your transformation yet. The moment you accept that, you will start moving. Rule number 3, the gap will never close. This is brutal, and no one tells you this. You don't become happy when you reach the place. Do you know why? Because there keeps moving. You want more money? You get it. Now it's not enough. You want recognition? You get it. Now you want more. It never ends. I remember sitting in a place I had once dreamed of and feeling nothing. I was already thinking about the next goal. That's when I realized I had trained my brain to see only what I was missing, and now it cannot stop. Gratitude is not some soft idea. It is a reboot of your software. Look at what is already here, because if you cannot feel enough right now, you will never feel it. Rule number 4. Perfectionism is fear in the mask of discipline. This one hides well. I simply have high standards. No, you are just afraid. Afraid of failing. Afraid of being judged. Afraid that the world will see your imperfection. Perfectionism sounds productive, but it delays everything. Think about the last thing you didn't finish. Why? Was there not enough time? Or was there not enough courage to be imperfect? I had a project I kept putting off for months. Every day I told myself, it's not time yet. It needs a little more work. The truth was, I simply didn't want it to be seen, because as long as it's unfinished, it's still perfect in your head. But something done is vulnerable, and that is precisely why it is real. And real always wins. Rule number 5. You are moving too slowly for the life you want. This is where most people lose years. They think they need more time or more preparation. What they actually need is speed. Not reckless speed, but the speed of decisions, the speed of action. Every delay seems insignificant. I'll start tomorrow, next week, soon. And suddenly, a year has passed. How many things in your life are still almost started? This is not a lack of discipline. It is fear. Failure is not what slows you down. Avoiding it is. Rule number 6. You are listening to the wrong voice. There is a voice in your head, and it never stops talking. Most of the time, it does not help. You're not ready. You're already too late. This isn't for you. You have heard it so many times that you think it is you. It is not. It is conditioning. Your life follows your internal dialogue. Change the voice. You change the direction. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to someone you love and do not want to break. Not false positivity, but fairness and support. Rule number 7. What you avoid is the way forward. What you avoid the most is your compass. That uncomfortable conversation, that risky step, that version of yourself you keep putting off. Fear is not a stop sign. It is a signal. This is the way. Every major change in my life began with discomfort, not excitement or confidence, just a quiet feeling. This matters. Every time I followed that feeling, my life expanded. Every time I ignored it, it shrank. You don't need to leap into the abyss. Just take one step. Practice. The first week. Implementation plan. All right, you have heard the rules, but information without action is just entertainment. If you turn off this video and change nothing, you have simply wasted 20 minutes of your life. Here is your plan for the first week. 7 days to turn this knowledge into your new foundation. Day 1. Blame inventory. Take a sheet of paper. Write down 3 things in your life you are dissatisfied with. Next to each one, write down who you have been blaming for it. Now, cross out those names and write, I am the CEO. This is my responsibility. Make that decision. Day 2. Fear hunt. Find one thing you have been putting off under the guise of perfectionism or planning. Do it today at 60% quality. Just finish it. Release it. Feel what it is like to be vulnerable, but productive. Day 3. Speed audit. Choose a decision you have been thinking about for more than a week. By noon today, you must make it. Yes or no? No, maybe. Speed is a muscle. Start training it. Day 4. Inner voice surgery. Today, all day, catch yourself being self-critical. Every time the voice says, you can't, stop and say out loud, that is not me. That is an old recording. I choose to try. Day 5. The enough moment. Instead of chasing the next goal, spend 10 minutes looking at what you already have. Your home, your health, the people who love you. Feel fullness before going hunting again. Day 6. A step into discomfort. Take that one action you have been avoiding all week. Make the call, send the message, begin. Make fear your compass. Day 7. CEO review. Look back at the past week. What has changed? You will see that the world did not fall apart because of your mistakes, but it did begin to turn because of your actions. Changing your life is not an exciting show. It is a quiet process. It is small decisions made when you don't feel like making them. That is all. No secret, just awareness and action. And once you see this, you will not be able to go back, because now you know. It was never about motivation. It was always about choice. Will you make that choice today?